Hello. Today is day 15. Getting a really late start from the campsite, but it was so cold last night. I was fine. I was warm. I'm very happy with that sleeping bag, but it was cold for a long time. I should have just gotten up and sucked it up. And then somehow the way the campsite was organized, which was good, I was just going back and forth. So it took too long, but today, after yesterday, will be a short day that I really hustled and gotten up early. I probably could have made it to Typo Hut if the dock times are to be believed. Which on a day like today could be true. Otherwise, I think it'll be a a lot shorter day than yesterday. And not all road walking. So I'll definitely skip the first hut and get to the second hut. Hopefully I have a spot. And see how today goes. Hopefully starting the quote nicer part of the day. See you later. At the North Mavora campsite now. So I'm moving on to Carrie's, passing there, going on to Boundary. A moment ago I saw a dock and they were actually cleaning the signs. See you later. There's a hut on the other side of the lake. Not where I'm going. But a hut. Just arrived at Carrie's hut. So down there. Doesn't look like anybody's staying there. It is a nice location. Certainly enjoy sitting out in this right now. The breeze that's on to Boundary Hut. It did not take me 2 hours to do the walk to here, but at some point I worked out that was 5 kilometers per hour. And that track was not 5 kilometers per hour for me. Trying to avoid the streams because I have dry feet. It's just kind of rough. It hurts my feet to walk on these rocks. Anyway, I did do it in 2 hours and 20 or so minutes. It wasn't much longer. Onwards. Hello. So I made it to Boundary Hut, and granted, had I not been so cold this morning and gotten up early, I may have been able to push on from here to Typo Hut, which is another 12 kilometers. So it's kind of a lot because I did 20 about today. But it only says 3 to 4 hours, but I was getting a bit tired after yesterday. So Boundary Hut it is. And I knew it wasn't that big. I thought for sure I would see Helen and Simon here, but they're not here. They haven't showed up, so they're not going to show up now. So they don't usually go this late. And nobody's here, which is just a huge surprise to me. It looked like there were 8 people here last night, so that wouldn't have been much fun. But it looks like you can just 4-wheel drive up to here, so maybe that's why there were so many people. And it's today's a really nice day. Yesterday was cloudy, but it didn't rain. And yeah, it was definitely pretty. It is pretty here. Big open country, the lakes were pretty. And I really thought that walking on 4-wheel drive tracks, while it was pretty fast, it's not fun. It's not necessarily easy when your feet are hurting from the day before. I could just kind of feel every rock. And there were these streams all over the place that were just big puddles on the 4-wheel drive track. And I wanted to keep my feet dry, which I pretty much did. So, second day of dry feet. Yay. And there were a few motorbikes, trail bikes going past me on this stretch, well, to Carrie's hut. And nobody passed me on the way to this hut. And I even got 4-wheel drive vehicles, like actual cars. I was super annoyed by them going by me because they just splashed around, but I got out of their way. It's fine. They're enjoying their day. And oh yeah, the traffic yesterday on that long road walk actually wasn't that bad. I mean, I've read mixed things, but I thought, oh, for Saturday it'll be terrible. But I'm wondering if most people had gone in on a Friday night instead, and maybe Friday afternoon I would have gotten a lot more traffic because it was also a really sunny day. And I think also I didn't get a lot of farm traffic either, because one can get that, but they do go fast and you do get the dust. And at some point yesterday I did resort to breaking out my iPod mini and walking with music. I had been texting with my sister and she said, oh, too bad you don't have music. I said, I do, but I've read things that because it's a busy road, you probably shouldn't walk with music. And I generally don't do that anyway. But by the time I had 3 more hours to go, well, 16 kilometers, I needed some motivation. So I got out the iPod and it helped. And I could hear cars coming either direction, so I didn't have it on that loud, so that wasn't a problem. But yeah, I did resort to that. Didn't walk with it today, because I usually don't. So I'm just really wondering where Helen and Simon got to. I perhaps should have gone down to Carrie's hut. I just didn't put in the extra bit of walking and, at least say my name or see if, in fact, they were there. It just seemed so empty and a bit early for them or to have stopped there. But they could have gone on to Typo, but after coming from Kiwiburn and a river crossing, I doubt that. Helen had just mentioned wanting to get to Boundary today, or was thinking of it, so I think they just didn't skip Carrie's in the end. But we'll see, so I may catch up with them tomorrow somewhere. And my dinner's ready. I'm gonna go eat. And it's probably enough blabbing on for now. But so if this holds, this is the first hut on Araroa that I've had to myself. So that's kind of a surprise. I'll see you later. Just a quick correction from before. I broke out my iPod and listened to music. I think it was 3 hours, and that would have been 12 kilometers to go. I definitely couldn't have done 16 kilometers in 3 hours. So as I mentioned yesterday, I had about a 4 kilometer an hour average pace, and it maybe got a little bit slower as it got colder and I was having the technical difficulties. So just thought I'd clarify that. Here's the hut. They came from over there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a swing bridge. So that's where the trail actually goes. And I'll be doing that tomorrow. Inside boundary hut. My choice of bunks. No problem getting a lower bunk today.